Listen, when it comes down to love yourself, you'll understand that some things can't be said out our mouths. Some places we can't go. Some people we can't hang around. Some people can't move with you. You know, it's a lot with self love, and it's just not the physical appearance of being self love. It's not just going to get your nails and toes and hair done. You know, but it's mentally, spiritually, financially, all of it. That's why, I say, I'm the relationship coach. And when I say that, I'm saying that I'm helping you get in a relationship not only with yourself, but with your finances, with and whatever it is that you had a bad toxic relationship with, that's what I'm helping you with, because all of that is intertwined with self-love and personal growth.
Welcome back to CompasScope. I am your host, Coach Kesey Keys. We are here to talk about everything holistic health and wellness. As y'all already know, we deep dive into the interconnected pieces of the mind, body, spirit, and soul. I have a very good friend here with me today, Coach B, Coach Sis. Talk to us. How you feeling today?
I am feeling wonderful. Thank you for this opportunity, my girl.
Thank you for coming.
This is has been a great day to have a great day. So it's a good day to, end this day just giving encouragement and love about all things that you just said, because it matters.
Yes.
I am Coach B, Brittany Abrams, also known as Coach B. I am your sister, the sister that you need to transform your life.
Come on.
From toxic to breakthrough.
Come on.
I am the CEO and founder of Heal to Inspire to Shine, where I coach women to transform their lives and reclaim authorship of their love narratives. Started taking, I take them on a transformative journey of self-healing, self-love, and personal growth. Ultimately, enabling them to just create a life that they love so that they can be ready and prepared to embrace and attract healthier relationships. I also tell people, my women, that it's not so much of what we're doing in these relationships, it's who we're being, and that's not our authentic selves.
Yes.
So that's what I do. I've been in business for 4 years now, going to my 5th year, so I'm excited for that.
Hey, yes, ma'am. We got a lot to talk about. I know I did a poll quite a while ago, and I was asking people what's some of the subjects that they would like to hear about on my podcast, and relationships was one that I continuously got, and just seeing about what's going on in the world right now. On one of my previous podcast that I just dropped, I was actually talking about the statistics and the percentage of failing marriages, which is about over 50% almost right now. For second marriages, it's, I think, even higher. It's like 60% or more of these marriages are failing. And you also see it in relationships as well. So that's why you are here. I was like, I gotta hit up my coach Sis and bring her in to talk to the good people. You know what I'm saying? Because I think one thing that we all struggling with, I'm gonna say we, because I feel like it's a continuous journey. You don't just get it and you got it. It's something you have to continually work on. Is learning how to really love ourselves so that we can be the best version of ourselves.
That's exactly where it starts.
Mm-hmm.
You.
Yeah.
Many of us think, don't understand it's a pattern.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pattern that we continuously going through because we continuously taking baggage from previous relationships over to the next relationship. Or we're not taking the time after one relationship to heal. To, actually release and detach from that. Because the thing is, if you're not right, if you're toxic, and I say that because I was toxic, it's just not all about the other person. It's about you.
Yeah.
So if I was toxic, then that's what I'm going to keep attracting.
Yep.
And that's what I'm doing. That's right. So it's a thing where you have to detach from that. And that's the reason why the percentage is so high that it's not, they're not making it. Because you got to first unleash some baggage from the previous ex to the previous ex, and sometimes you got to go back to the roots.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
That's where it's
because it's things that we learned growing up, but sometimes things don't work no more. You know, you got to learn some new habits, a new pattern. You know, you got to break that generation curse.
Come on.
You know, so
Talk to us. So, and I know you can't say that about for that because you've had your own experience. So, give us a little bit of a backstory about just what you've personally been through when it comes to marriage and relationships and where you are currently and how you got to where you are currently.
Let me say, because baby, I can tell that story over and over and over. But I have been married before, so I do have a divorce background. You know, on my journey in 2017, I actually got a divorce from that. I got married in 2011 on my birthday, but in 2017, I took my power back and divorced on my birthday. That was the time that I had to sit and reflect a little bit of things that kept happening, why my heart kept being broken, and this and this. So, yeah, I figured it was time for me then to take my power back. So I divorced, and I started walking a journey of trying to learn who I was, because I've always been a people pleaser, even in friendships, relationships, you know, whatever, just trying to make everybody else happy. But during all those years, I was making them happy, but I really wasn't happy. So that was a reflection on my relationships, because I'm still trying to people please in those. Even though I was married, that guy, he was just like my previous boyfriend, because that's what I was attracted to. I was always self-sacrificing myself, you know, for my relationships or, you know, all of that. So I divorced and started walking a journey of, you know, learning to love myself, prioritize myself, some deep inner healing. That's soul healing, because you got to start from the inside.
Yeah.
So, you know, that wasn't pretty. That was ugly. That called me to do some isolation, some crying, some don't talk to me, I don't want to go there. You know, all of the good things, because people think it's pretty, but it's not.
No,
and it's going to take a little work. So I did that. Still trying to do some things on my own. You know, still, you know, wanting to deal with a little potential. You know, we got to understand them potentials be time wasters.
Come on, say it again. They be what?
Them potentials be time wasters.
That's a huge thing I've learned is stop falling in love with potential.
If they ain't showing no action that y'all going nowhere, please stop going by the words, because those words, if they ain't followed by actions, don't mean Nathaniel.
Okay. Nathaniel.
Okay. But I walked that path. Even though I tried my own, God still messed that up. You see what I'm saying? Because God gonna keep messing it up until you get what He trying to show you, what He trying to tell you. He wants you quiet so you can hear Him.
Come on.
So I had to let that go, and once I let that go, I had to go back to like, God, you were sending me somebody from the time of 2015 that He kept being in my inbox over and over every year. This guy, the same guy that I kept ignoring, judging him by his Facebook, because I'm thinking he's still one of them, because I was still going on my journey, but came to find out it was the guy God was sending me.
Wow.
So, you know, from 2017 through 2019, I ignored him because I still was trying to work on myself, but I finally gave him a chance in 2019, and that was my husband. God was sending me. But, you know, I had to work on me. I had to prepare for him. Yeah. Because if I hadn't, I would have messed him up. I would have messed this relationship up.
Yeah.
You know, everything ain't, you know, always perfect, but when you work on yourself and you get a little bit closer to God how you need to get, He's going to show you and you're going to walk accordingly.
Yes.
And that is going to reflect in your relationships.
Yes.
So you'll definitely know the difference between toxic relationships and healthy relationships. I promise you, walk the journey.
Come on.
It's worth it.
It won't bring you all that chaos, all that uncertainty.
Listen.
If they want you, you going to know they want you. If they want to be committed, you going to know. You ain't going to have to question.
You don't have to question. The one thing I tell people, and I be honest, I be transparent, in those previous relationships when I was toxic, I was the breadwinner. I was self-sacrificing even my finances and everything, trying to people please and make them happy, keep them happy, keep their habits happy, all of the things.
Yeah.
But when you get over to the healthy side,
You start setting down boundaries.
don't even talk about the boundaries.
We gonna get done. Don't worry about it.
Okay, when you get over to the healthy side, this husband that I have now, I ain't gave him no money yet because he won't let me.
Wow.
So where I used to be broke, I'm no longer broke. And I plan on never being no longer broke yet.
I know that's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Okay.
I'm a
So yes, I tell everybody, take that journey because it's okay to isolate just for a moment because God wants you to hear what He's trying to tell you. If you're always trying to help Him and do it your way, you're going to keep messing up. That cycle will keep repeating because it's not what you're doing in these relationships, it's who you're being and not yourself.
Come on.
Yeah.
So besides the fact of being your most authentic self, let's talk about like some of the signs, or like tell us some of the differences that you see in your healthy relationship versus your unhealthy relationship, whether it's how you treated yourself or how the other person treated you. I really want to hear both.
Let's start with how I treated myself. You see that moment of silence? Oh, okay.
Coach, you know, she don't have to know.
I didn't treat myself because I was bound by the image of me, how they saw me or how they thought I was or how I needed to be for them. So I missed myself. I lost myself.
Trying to be who you think they want you to be.
That's right. So I mistreat myself. I misprioritize myself all the way down to my well-being, finance or whatever. There was no treating myself because I was always treating them.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I was always trying to keep the relationship happy. I was the only one trying to keep the relationship happy while others was doing what they wanted to do. So yes, I mistreat myself. But as far as them, how they treated me, even though I was still doing all that, it still was trash. Okay?
So elaborate. What you mean by
trash? It still was cheating going on. It still was talking how you wanted to talk to me going on. It still, you was expecting me to do what you wanted me to do going on, no matter how broke I was or what was lagging or what deal was lagging or whatever. It was just still always me. So that's where the boundaries had to come in. You see what I'm saying? But I didn't learn no boundaries until I got healthy.
Yeah.
So, a lot of our heartbreaks is really not because of them, it's because of ourselves. I was breaking my own heart over and over and over.
Yeah.
Because no matter what I was doing, it still wasn't enough for them. So therefore, it still left me broken because it still was cheating and all of that. So that's the toxic part, but over here on the healthy side, I get the dates.
Come on.
I get the roses.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't have to worry about when he go out the door, what is he doing? Oh, I got to call him. Let me see what he at. I don't have to do none of that. This right here, this number one thing right here, this phone, when you have it down, I ain't got to worry about that. You see what I'm saying? So that's how you go from a toxic to a healthy relationship, because you don't have to worry about all that. You have trust. You have communication. It don't have to be perfect, but you communicate. Y'all on one accord.
Yeah.
There's no different. Y'all a team. You see what I'm saying? So it's a whole lot different. You feel peace.
Yes,
it's peaceful. Your supporter. So it's a lot. It's so different. Even when I got with my now husband, his name Darren Abrams. I had to still thank God and still ask God to give me strength and keep me going, because I'm still like, do I deserve this? Like, what is this?
Healthy.
Right. He cooking and I'm like, I was just shocked or whatever. Sometimes I still had to catch myself because used to be so independent.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're so
Sometimes it's
strong on that
sabotage.
when you're so strong on that independency, you have to back off a little bit.
Allow people to do something for you.
Yes. So I had to learn that, and now I'm spoiled.
I know that's right.
So it is what it is.
So tell us how the relationship with yourself changed when it comes to a healthy relationship.
On my journey from 2017, and I still do it, even now when I get to that part, I'll tell you about that. But on my journey of learning to find me again, being alone, being single, I had to ask myself, what is it that you really want? What needs to change so that you can bring peace in your life? I did that. I started loving myself. I started going on these solo retreats to the beach at the end of the year, where I had to unleash some stuff. Whatever happened that year, I unleashed it because I didn't want to take it into the next year. Started just doing whatever I wanted to do. Started to learn to say no.
Mm-hmm. That's a big one.
That was a hard one, but I had to learn it.
Yes.
And that was with everybody.
Yeah.
Whatever was important into me, if I couldn't do it, it didn't matter who you were. My children have boundaries.
Yes.
Whoever, it doesn't matter who you, even me. I gave myself boundaries because if I know I can't do it,
that's right.
Brittany, no, you can't do it. Sit down.
Yes.
Sit your ass down.
I know that's
right. What I'm saying? So, you got to have them boundaries because that's what's going to keep your peace. That's going to keep you flowing.
What I'm saying? Burning out and
being overwhelmed.
Yes.
So I'm still, that's still a journey.
Always.
Because life gonna life.
Okay.
But God gonna still keep God. Did you hear me?
Say that.
But I had to learn some boundaries, prioritize my well-being. Rest.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what rest was. I had to learn to rest, and that's, all of that is part of the journey. Learn to keep quiet when you just want to act a fool, because I used to do that. I used to act a fool when I'm angry, when things weren't going my way, and especially when I had no money, I couldn't do nothing or whatever. I used to be the angry bird. Just put it in God's hand. Unleash it. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of what I tell people. Unleashing is just releasing it. So I just say unleash, that's my thing. But unleash that stuff. Yeah. If it's out of your control, don't carry it. Don't worry about it. Worry about what you can control. Mm-hmm. And keep your peace. That peace is my ultimate thing. I told my mom that I got to be at a dangerous level of peace. Because I don't care who you is, you're not going to take me out of that.
Come on.
I like this side. I don't want to be busting the fire and arguing and hitting and kicking and breaking windows and knocking down doors.
It takes too much energy. Okay. Keep it cute, baby. Keep it cute over here.
Do you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
But yes, honey. But yeah, that's what it is. I had to prioritize me.
I know that's right.
Even now with my husband, because I prepare my women like, once you find yourself and you get in that healthy relationship, still don't lose her.
Yes.
Still take time for you.
Yes.
Still take that time. So I tell my husband, I'm gonna go take myself out to breakfast and stuff. Or I have to talk to him, and he understands, but sometimes he'll still pop up.
That is hilarious.
He'll still pop up, but it's still don't lose yourself once you go into that new relationship. Always put yourself first.
Let's talk about that for a second, because that's one thing that I've been learning on mine, because I'm in a season of isolation right now where I'm not dating, I'm not talking to anyone. I haven't talked to anyone since probably like June or July. So that's one huge thing I've learned is how to not be codependent. That's something I always struggle with, and I feel like it go hand in hand with people pleasing sometimes too, because you don't want to lose them. So it's always about them. It's about what they do. When they want to talk, then you talk. When they want to go out, y'all go out. When they want to do whatever, everything that you do, all your emotions is based on them. So it don't matter if you was happy. If they sad, now you over here depressed because, you know what I'm saying?
You're right, but I call it people pleasing.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if it's going in that way. Because what about me?
Exactly.
That's my first thing. What about me?
Exactly.
How do I feel?
Right.
Do I want to do that?
Yes.
Do I feel like do that? My husband just now asked me did I want to go to the game Saturday. Mm-hmm. I don't want to go to the game.
Period. You should be able to say that. Yes.
And it's okay with that.
Yes.
Because if not, you're going with you want to.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes it's still an ongoing thing. Because even now, like, I feel like when you're transitioning from being a people pleaser to pleasing yourself, there are still moments I have to ask myself, like, how do you feel? Do you want to do this? Do you want to go to this event? You know it's not too late to change your mind. If you don't, sometimes like being that parent, being that protector over yourself and saying, you know, if you don't want to do this, you ain't got to do it. You know, if you don't feel comfortable, you ain't got to do it.
Right.
You know, if you want to say no, you can say no. You know, like literally giving yourself permission to speak up for you.
And that's what it's all about.
Yes.
When you're tired and you sick and tired, that's what you have to do. Give yourself permission to say, I'm tired.
Yes.
Enough is enough.
Yes.
I don't want to go through it no more. Yes, I want to choose me today.
Okay.
Choose you.
Not tomorrow.
Because we no longer want to be that broken girl.
Come on.
Do you understand what I'm saying? You have to say that to yourself. It's like affirmation. Speak them over yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, encourage yourself. You know, even when I went through the divorce, nobody knew that I was even going through the divorce.
Wow.
You know, nobody even knew we was broke up. Because one thing, we have to stop. We don't have to be bitter. We don't have to talk about them. Like I told them when they finally found out, I was just too much for him and he was not enough for me.
Come on.
That's all they need to know.
Yeah.
I'm on a journey. I don't have to be bitter with him. You don't have to be bitter with this. You don't have to be bitter. Even if you have a child with them, just try to get the strength to just co-parent right. Mm-hmm. Because now you're going to walk this new journey where you say yes to you. Mm-hmm. And arguing and bitterness and all that can't go with you. Okay, because if it do, it's going to go right on to the next relationship. That's right. You got to unleash it. Yeah. You got to unleash it. If you really want a good person, a good spouse, or if you really want that, you change. Yeah. Try some new habits. Try some new things. Walk a new journey. That man with the money might not be the man still for you. Because one thing about it, you don't have to say when. You know, I had somebody ask me that, when is my man going to come? Because I need help with these bills. I told her, you wasn't ready. If you had to come to me and say that, you ain't ready. Okay. He ain't going to come to you. Come home, baby. You got to continue working on you, and then when he come, you will notice him. But money ain't going to be an issue. Money ain't going to even be the talk. Because maybe you want more than money. Come on. When you have the right one, that money gonna come with him. Yeah. Your bill being paid gonna come with him. Okay. So you ain't ready. It ain't when he gonna come. It's when you ready. Okay. And right now you ain't ready. Yeah. So you still want somebody that won't pay your bill. Okay. And if that's all you need to wow you ain't ready. You still repeating the cycle. Come on. So yeah. You got to work on you. You got to work on that inside of you. And I hear so many people, oh, I love me. I love myself. You see, do you really? Do y'all really know what love is? Do you really love yourself? Because the way I'm looking on this internet and stuff, I don't know. You know. Okay. Seriously, love shows up in so many ways. And I feel like the main way you can really show you love to yourself is through self-discipline. And through discipline. When you love yourself, you don't just do what you want to do. You do what you need to do. Sometimes you do what you don't want to do. Sometimes that's loving yourself.
Hey Tribe, I want to briefly interrupt this episode to shout out our sponsor, Map 360, for allowing me to record in this beautiful space. This art gallery can be found downtown Montgomery off of Dexter Avenue. Beyond featuring captivating art, this space is dedicated to promoting equity, education, and the power of creativity. They host a wide range of events and programs that advocate for diversity and create a safe, welcoming environment for all. They strive to foster meaningful connections, inspire change, and support the transformative power of art in building a more inclusive and just society.
Sometimes you do what you don't want to do. Sometimes that's loving yourself.
Listen. When it comes down to love yourself, you'll understand that some things can't be said out our mouths. Some places we can't go. Some people we can't hang around. Some people can't go with you. You know, it's a lot with self-love, and it's just not the physical appearance of being self-love. It's not just going to get your nails and toes and hair done. It's mentally, spiritually, financially, all of it.
Yes.
That's why, I say, I'm the relationship coach, and when I say that, I'm saying that I'm helping you get in a relationship not only with yourself, but with your finances, with and whatever it is that you had a bad toxic relationship with. That's what I'm helping you with, because all of that is intertwined with self-love and personal growth.
Exactly.
You got to grow from what you used to do it and go another direction.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the path God wants you to be.
And you gotta be tired of being tired.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be like
tired of starting over.
Tired of arguing, tired of being physically, mentally, emotionally abused and manipulated and mistreated and lied to.
Yeah.
If you really love yourself, you don't allow your standards to be that low to feel like that's what you gotta accept in your life.
And it all boils down to self-worth.
Yep.
I didn't know my worth because me being healthy now, if I knew my worth, someone I wouldn't even dealt with. But let me tell you, I love my children because my children came from some of them.
Right.
But however, I would have known better had I known my worth.
Yes.
Had I known the values that I wanted, even with myself in relationship in a man. You see what I'm saying? So, and I say also, when you're coming from the toxic to the healthy, those values change. Because you can't take those same values that was attached to that toxic.
What?
You got to change the values. Your days is different now. Now you got to pray to God to take him completely what you want in a person.
Yes, and you gotta
in the next one.
Yes, you gotta be isolated to even understand what your self-worth look like.
That's
To
right.
learn your boundaries and your standards and your negotiables and your non-negotiables.
Because you think you know, but when you start taking that journey and all that stuff, get to hear you.
And you start
I had a
back.
Do you hear me? I had a plenty of times I had to go to the bathroom and cry, and I'm like, what in the world?
Seriously.
Look, I had a bathroom cry when after the phone and that people had to just issue. I was like, do I need to come knock on the door? I'm like, oh my God, like when you start realizing that, hell, maybe I was the problem. That's
It's
how
a
much
reflection.
it's awareness, it's self-awareness.
Yes.
You acknowledge it, like, did I really put up with that? Did I really
Yes.
do that?
Yes. It's so easy for people to say, oh, they did this, they mistreated me, they did this, da 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 da.
What about you?
But with the right person, somebody that know they work, they might not say that, but they're gonna be looking at you like, okay.
Exactly.
It sound like you allow a lot, so you trying to say that the problem, but and I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this, sis. You are the problem, because one thing about men, they're gonna do what they want to do. If you don't deal with them
That's
cheating,
right.
they're gonna find somebody else that's
That's
gonna
right.
let them cheat.
That's
If
right.
they don't, if you don't allow them to mentally and physically abuse you, they're gonna find someone else to mentally and physically abuse.
Yeah.
What you get in a relationship, you're getting because you allowed yourself to get it. Love yourself, and this is for the men too.
Right.
Because I'm not gonna say every woman do right. Know your worth. Have high standards. Love yourself enough to have high standards and not let people to treat you any type of way because you really don't have to deal with it.
You don't. Give yourself permission. Say, yes, it's over. I'm done. I deserve better. I want better.
What?
That's right. That's right. Take the journey. Because that's what it is. It's a journey.
Yeah.
You won't heal or you won't just jump from, in a month or whatever. Take your time.
Yeah.
Whatever God wants to put in front of you, He's going to do it.
Exactly.
And be prepared for it. Embrace it.
Right. So how do you feel about healing in a relationship? Because I see that a lot too. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I just want to hear, how do you feel about someone's ability to heal while in a relationship after immediately leaving a toxic relationship or having toxic cycles?
Let me say something. It can happen. It still probably would be a little problem in that because you're still healing from a previous relationship. That's why I advise, like, when you break up, especially if it was a hard relationship, if it was very hurtful, don't jump into another one. That won't solve nothing. That next one may not understand what you really going through. He might think he might think there's something wrong with you. Or it might be him. I personally don't advise nobody to jump into another relationship. So I really can't say because I don't advise that.
Right.
Now my thing is once you hear from that relationship and you get in another one and there's some other stuff that you need healing from, then that's possible. Because I'm still on a healing journey.
Yeah.
Because things gonna happen.
I'm not healing
no more from all that past exes and all that. But
it's new things now.
New things. Because you're still gonna have triggers, you're still gonna have this, but then when you come into that new relationship, that's where the communication come in. Because you never know, both of y'all could be on that journey together.
Yeah.
That's even with me and my husband now. He know I'm still on a journey, but so is he the same way.
And that's what every
relationship.
relationship is.
You're not gonna have a perfect relationship, but let's do this together. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about these triggers, or especially if that significant other triggering you, y'all gonna need to have a conversation because that's triggering you on that healing journey that you're trying to heal from.
Yes,
so it can happen, but if you doing it just right off into another relationship and you still trying to heal from previous relationship,
all that
might be a little problem.
Yeah, like you said, it's not impossible, but it's less likely.
Yeah.
That you're going to be able to have that.
You got to have an understanding significant other.
You got to know where did you go wrong? What could you have done better? And understand like just all those different aspects of a relationship and what comes with it.
But in a sense, you ain't even give yourself time if you're already in another relationship.
It's
you have to give yourself time.
Depending on if that person come from a similar background.
Exactly. Because the next person ain't going to be no different because you haven't healed a little bit. You haven't found out what you really want. That could be possibly the same one you just left.
Yes.
Just a different name, different body, different color, whatever.
Exactly. Ooh, I'm trying to think of this statement that I see. I can't remember exactly what it is, but I seen something that said you date people based off of your emotional maturity, your emotional intelligence.
Correct. I like how they word that.
Yes.
Because it's the truth.
Yes.
That's why I said I was broken. I was toxic.
You had somebody that was broken and toxic.
I had them. That was because it was a repeating cycle. So that what I'm telling you, that was correct. I like this thing. I need that. I like that.
Yes. Yes.
But that's right. You going off your emotions. You going on how you are right now at the moment. That's what you're attached to.
What level of baggage you bring into the relationship.
That's right.
Most likely the person that you're in a relationship, they might have different traumas, but it's going to be equivalent because y'all both are allowing and staying in that same space of whatever level of toxicity it is that you're dealing with.
Right. So when you get to talking about your old relationships and everything else, you still can be in that same relationship y'all just got through talking about. So allow yourself to have a little space. I ain't saying it got to be years or whatever, but allow yourself to just breathe. Breathe from what already broke you so you can stop breaking your own heart. That's what you're doing.
Yes.
One time, okay. But if you keep on doing it, you keep breaking your own heart. It's on you. It's not on them. Why ain't no good men out here? Why? It is some good men out there, but are you ready for them?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
And half the time, you're not ready.
Yes. So, one thing I like to do on my podcast is I like to give people action steps, because the more people I come to know and experience, it's a lot of people they want to heal, but they genuinely don't know how to heal. If you come from generations of trauma and damage where your mom is bringing multiple men in the house and you're hearing your parents fighting and fussing, you're going to pass that down. So for people that don't even know how to take those first steps, what is it that you feel like they can do to really get started on that health journey, whether they're still in a toxic relationship? Because let's be realistic, some of y'all not ready to leave, and that's okay. Some people they're not ready to be alone, and it might be a while for you to get to where you're ready to be alone. So give me an answer for people that's still in a toxic relationship but at least want to start the journey to self-healing, and for people that really are ready to do the work, leave that relationship alone and start self-healing.
And let me just say, I don't tell nobody to leave no relationships. I don't do that, because many people was trying to tell me to do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it was going in one ear, not the other, because you're gonna do it when you're ready.
Exactly.
So just take note. Coach didn't tell you to leave nobody, because I promise you, when you're ready, you're gonna handle your business.
Yeah.
But even if you're in a relationship and you lost yourself, this is for you too. Because some people are in relationships, but somehow they still losing themselves for whatever reason. Let me just say, come out your circle. And when I say come out your circle, we know you have the best friends, we know you have the parents, we know you have the aunties and all that who you talk to. But those people know your experience. They know you. They know everything about you. So they're going to tell you what you want to hear. Come out your circle and get what you need, whether it's a therapist, because I'm not going to knock them. If you need a therapist, it's okay. Some people think therapists are bad, but they're not.
Especially when you got the right one.
Get your therapist, whatever you need to help you unleash that baggage, or you can come and get you a coach. Come get you a real sister and gonna tell you what you need to hear. I'm gonna tell you,
Mm-hmm.
I don't tell you what you want to hear, I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what we need. You know, you don't need nobody that's gonna sugarcoat nothing to you. You don't need nobody that's gonna keep telling you what I don't need him, or man, leave that girl, or whatever. You see, you don't need that. You gotta come out your circle. Come and try to trust, research. Do your trusting or whatever, and talk to somebody that you can trust, that genuinely been through what you've been through and can help you. Like I tell you, the therapists, they talk about your past, they get to the root. And that's fine. Some people need that. They need to dig up that stuff so they can get it out. Whereas us coaches, we're going to hear the problem, because I want to hear your problem. But what we're going to do about the problem? Let's move forward from that problem. Let's transform some stuff so that you can get abundance, fulfillment, joy, happiness, peace. You see what I'm saying? But give yourself that yes. Whatever it is that you want to do, give yourself that yes. Pray about it and start your journey. Stop procrastinating. Because the more you procrastinate, the more you're going to hurt. The more it's lagging, the more it's moving with you. So yes, give yourself that yes. Choose you.
Yeah. So
don't choose them, choose you. So that's how you start. You got to first do that and pray over it.
Yeah.
Let it make sure it's with what God wants you to do. He probably already showing you, but because you're not paying attention,
you don't want to see the signs.
Broken inside, you're not seeing it.
Because God has showed what they talk. I know I'm prepared every time. God came for me. Remove them. But in the back of my mind, be like, I was just playing. Ain't ready to try to talk this toxic. Okay, because God gonna do it now.
Yes,
God gonna do it. And next thing you know, you're uncomfortable. You so uncomfortable to the fact you gotta do something. If you don't break up with them, they're gonna break up with you and not even understand why.
He's gonna keep messing up. He's gonna be like, what? He's gonna keep messing up till you learn it.
Be careful what you pray for.
Be careful what you're praying for, and be ready for what you're praying for. You want the good person. You want the good relationship, the health to this, the health to that, or you want the money, you want the job, you want whatever it is. If you're praying for it, prepare for it.
Yeah.
If you generally praying for it, prepare for it, because it's coming. It may not be on your time,
Come on.
but it's time.
Come on. You're going to come right when it needs to.
I don't care, job, business, whatever, school. I mean, when I was toxic, I had dropped out of college 7 times.
Wow.
Even one class, I had flunked 3 times. Because I was toxic, I was still trying to do everything on my own. But once I got over here, I graduated from college last year. So it ain't too late. That's another thing. It's not too late. Whatever it is, it's getting me done. I was at a job for 17 years that was toxic, that had me stuck. Okay? For 17 years.
Wow.
Moved over to a new job. And I got promoted and everything. Peace.
Yes.
If you want peace, get it.
Embody peace. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so let's tell them a little bit about what that yes looks like. What does it mean to say yes? What do it look like to say yes and to really choose their self? And whatever that situation
walk in your authority.
Come on.
Walk boldly.
Be your authentic self.
That part.
Start setting those boundaries now.
Healthy boundaries. It's okay to say no.
Yes.
Okay?
And if they leave, they not for you.
It don't matter who that is. It don't matter what ship that is.
Come on.
If they leave, if they still reflecting on your past, you. Bye.
Come on, you gotta be ready to let it go. You gotta love yourself enough, like you said.
Prioritize your well-being. Say yes. I promise you would not regret it. It definitely will. It's gonna be a little ugly, a little bit.
Yeah, you're gonna get them ugly cries. You're gonna have to
cry through it, scream through it. If you need to call somebody just to talk it out. I had somebody today saying that she was tired of trying to talk to herself on her own. If you're tired of that, open up and get the help that you need.
Yes.
That's not healthy. That's not healthy as far as your health.
Mm-hmm. Stress kills.
Listen, I have palpitation from all the stress that I went through. Yeah. Even though I'm at peace now, but all of it caught up with me.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So you have to be careful of that for health reasons as well. You want to continue to go through that, but you tearing up your inside.
Mm-hmm. So, and start
you may look good on the outside, but the inside's towed up.
Come on.
Okay?
I don't care how fine you is.
You're trying to hide it and suppress it and all. No, baby, get that out.
Okay.
Get that out. I held a lot, and I pay for it to this day. I take pills for the palpitation, but I'm still at peace. I'm still happy.
That's the ultimate goal, to get to that point. I can relate, because I know with my last relationship, it was probably like 3-4 years ago, it got to a point towards the end where I had Bell's palsy. So I don't know if y'all know what that is. That's when half of your face is pretty much, you can't feel it. You don't have control of your muscles. So when I tried to smile, only one side of my mouth was going up. Only one eye could blink. I had to take my eyes shut because I was suppressing the stress. Right. So even though I seemed like I was still calm and happy on the outside, on the inside, it was just boiling over.
Right. There's no need to be fake with yourself. And that's what it was. But all that stress will kill you. Stress will hurt you.
You got to do something about it. You have to. And like we said, that moment of being alone, no, it's not always pretty. Yes, it gets lonely sometimes. Yes, no one wants to go through a breakup. I've heard so many people say that a breakup is pretty much like a death.
It can be. Though I say, even those hard ones, it's hard. You need to give yourself some time and space. Don't jump into the next one. Those rebounds, don't be rebounding.
Okay.
Yeah, it may be good for the moment, but that's okay. Embrace your vulnerability.
And that's what I was just going to say. A lot of people, they don't want to feel sadness. They don't want to feel pain. And I feel
like they're going to be judged or whatever. Let them judge you.
Yeah. And even
just start over.
Yeah. And even the way it feels, like being on your knees, literally boo-hooing, crying night after night after night after night after night.
No 3 o'clock wake ups.
In the middle of the night at your sleep crying.
3 o'clock wake up.
So we get it.
When they say that, that's true. Because you waking up, you ain't getting no sleep. And Lord forbid, if you like me, you had to go to a job the next day. I even had some crime moments at the job.
Yeah.
You know, you be trying to hide those tears because you're so broken in the inside. You know, a couple of my coworkers saw it. You know, I had to get up and go. But y'all, listen, unleash it.
Unleash it. Go.
It's not selfish to choose you. It's necessary. Because if you don't choose you, who's going to really just truly choose you?
Come on.
Other than God. You know God going to choose you at all times because he's helping you.
Yeah.
But choose you so that you can understand and hear what he's trying to tell you.
Yes. You're the only one in your body 24/7. Ain't nobody got to deal with what you deal with, what you feel. You know what your thoughts are. So
yeah, you know what you want. It's okay to say what you want. Tell God specifically what you want. I told him I didn't want down with another felony. If he couldn't get a driver license, I didn't want him. Be Pacific. It doesn't matter what you have your relationship with God. Talk to him. Tell him. And when you get to tell him, you pray. Prepare.
Okay.
Don't go back to Mr. Dreadhead and the Money Man and all that time. I'm gonna wait on the man. God, no, baby. God ain't gonna send him to you because you done went backwards. And let me tell you, the more you go backwards, you start back to square zero.
Yep.
It's like you don't go backwards and come back to, uphill and not love. You back at square zero because that pain is hurtful. That heartbreak is hurtful.
Yes.
And
I want to say this. The longer you stay in those toxic relationships or any relationship, the harder it is to leave because every day, every situation that y'all going through, every time y'all lay down and y'all being intimate and having sex and all these things, you're creating a stronger attachment with that person.
You bringing those feelings back.
Yes.
Every time.
Yes. So the longer you wait to leave, the more it's going to hurt. The more you're going to break your own heart because you allow yourself to go through that month after month, year after year. The sooner you do it, the better because the longer you in it, man.
Right. So you have to ask yourself, which hurt do you want? You want the hurt of somebody that keep using you, cheating on you, talking to you, disrespecting you, or you want the hurt that you done chose you and you finna walk this journey of that? Which hurt do you want?
Yes.
Which hurt matters to you? Who matters to you?
Yes.
So them the kind of questions I'm getting. I'm finna get on here and coach out.
Come on, coach this.
Yes, you have to ask yourself, which hurt do you want?
Mm-hmm.
Who you choosing?
Yes. Come on, I know that's right.
Yeah, and that's even in a relationship. You hurt right now. You're in a relationship, but you're probably not doing that. You hurt yourself because you done lost yourself. You don't do that. You gonna sit at home. This. You just hurt. Which hurt you want to still choose?
Yes.
Do what you love. Even though you're in a relationship and it might be fine, but it's something going on within you that you need to fix.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's something. It may not have to do with the relationship. Still, which hurt do you want to choose?
Yes.
What is it that you want to do? What's hurting you that you need to fix so that you can be right? Because you hurt and ain't nothing wrong with the relationship, but you couldn't be hurt in a relationship because you ain't fixing what's wrong.
You ain't doing right. You got these things you need to work on, which is going to affect everything else in your life. It's going to affect your
even your children.
Mm-hmm.
And my children tell you we have a better relationship now.
Wow.
Because once I got healthy for them. You have to think about them, even if you have children.
Yeah.
So once you walk the journey, you start fixing what's going on with you and get healthy. Everything gonna line around you.
Mm-hmm.
Healthy connections.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about. Exactly. It's a relationship, friendship, all of that. Because some of them toxic friends might not know this shit.
Yeah.
You got to heal from that. You even have to heal from that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Let it all go. Get your independency back. Learn how to be independent and stand on your own 2 feet. Sometimes.
Take yourself out. You don't need nobody to go with you.
Okay.
None of that. Take yourself out. That was the best days ever.
Okay.
I love going out with my husband, don't get me wrong, but going taking yourself out?
Yeah.
Or just going, if you just walk, That's the best thing ever.
Mm.
That's when you have your time with yourself.
Yes.
You listen to yourself. That's when you listen to God, whatever. Take that walk out in nature. Just like, just do it.
Yeah.
You don't need nobody to always go with you.
Yes. Yes. And it's the most like empowering thing. Like when I honestly can say full-heartedly, I feel my most whole, fulfilled, happy, peaceful self in this season of singleness. I enjoy it so much, being able to treat myself, spoil myself, buy myself whatever I want,
Right.
go when I want to
You're
go
prepared.
and not be,
You
yes,
don't know what God
exactly.
will bring to you, but you're going to be ready.
I'm
And you're
ready
going
for
to
sure.
know how to go in with it.
Yes.
And you're not going to settle anything, because when one come up and they ain't right, you ain't going to give them the time of day.
And they,
I'm going to give you a
I'm
try.
not gonna play with it. They know.
Exactly. So, you working on
Yeah.
you preparing.
Exactly.
And then the reward is going to be great.
Come on, that's the thing. That's the thing.
Yeah.
People are so used and so comfortable with temporary gratitude, which is why they stay in these relationships, right?
Yeah.
Because they don't mind. It's like, okay, you might not be the best, but at least you're here. At least I got somebody to lay down with. At least I got somebody to have sex with. At least I got somebody checking for me and at least asking how I'm doing. At least some of the time, they might not.
I got her man over here.
Temporary, half relationships, being satisfied with half relationships. Yeah,
That's what it is. That's toxic.
yeah. If it ain't whole, if it ain't the whole thing, I don't want it.
That part, babe, Sharon ain't caring. Y'all stop saying that.
Wait.
How y'all be saying Sharon ain't
Sharon is caring.
caring?
That's
Sharon ain't caring.
hilarious.
I'm sorry. Sharon ain't caring.
Mm-mm. No, you don't need a moment.
No,
You don't need a moment. Stop it.
I want to say so much behind it, but I'm telling y'all, Sharon ain't caring. Y'all stop that. Sharon ain't doing that. Will break your heart a little bit more. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Leave that alone. Come talk to me.
Come on. Well, we own that. Go ahead and tell us about what you got going on. Like, I know you got a new book that just came out. Congratulations. So let the people know your information. If they want to get coached by you, where can they find you at? What's your social medias? Do you got a website? Everything, of course.
All
the drop it down in the description.
We're gonna drop everything down. Yes, your coach sis over here is I'm a certified life coach. Don't let me. I'm certified. Okay. I'm a whole published author out here, and I am an inspirational speaker. So yes, I'm all of those three things. But I'm publishing a book called Notes to My Sister. It drops for Black Friday. It is a book that very heartfelt. Every time I talk about it, I get a little mushy. But it's a personal notes in there. So if you're ready to start your healing journey, if you're in a relationship, it doesn't matter who you are, or you know someone that's ready to take a journey of healing or finding themselves again, or that person wrote this book for you. I put in there some personal notes written from me. And those notes are notes that I needed to read, or words I needed to hear on my journey while navigating the life of, my brokenness and depression and all. I had all of that. So those were things I needed to hear. So that's in there, and some journal prompts, reflection prompts, all of it. It's a great book. It's a 75-page book, and it will drop Black Friday. You can find me on all social media under Heal to Inspire to Shine. My website, she's going to drop it, www.healtoinspirettoshine.net. And I do all the things. And y'all, come on, talk to me. I'm not that good at tuition, but I'm that down-to-earth sister.
Okay.
I'm the sister that know.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm so happy to have you here, talking to the good people, reminding us to love on ourselves, to put us first, to set our boundaries, to set these standards.
Mm-hmm.
I love this.
Know your worth.
Yes.
Because you are worthy of whatever you desire.
Mm-hmm.
Just know that.
Yes.
Let your past be in the past. Move forward.
Period. So is that all that you have to say? Is there anything else, like that you would like to just tell people, whether it has to do with relationship or loving self, like words that you would like to end with?
Do all the things that you want to do. Stop procrastinating. Stop holding yourself back. Stop saying no to you, because that's what you're doing. Say yes to you. Love on you. I can't stress enough how self-love, important self-love is when it comes to anything that's surrounding you.
Mm-hmm.
And that means self-love is mentally, physically, financially, spiritually.
Yes.
You know, it's all of those categories. It goes deep. Do that inner work, that inner heart work.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. And say your affirmations. I'm big on affirmations.
Yes.
So that makes you feel good.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
Saying no to you is saying yes to everybody else, right?
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Don't do it.
Period.
Say yes to you and no to a lot of those other people.
Okay, because they really don't care about you anyway.
Listen.
They just want what they want.
Okay.
Something I always say is people are loyal to their need for you.
Mm-hmm.
But once their need for you goes, they go.
They go. And guess what? Your heart broken again.
Mm-hmm. But thank y'all so much for joining us once again. As y'all know, I'm going to put her information down below, so y'all show Coach Sis some love. And until next time, peace, love, and blessings.